everyone! This thrift haul is going to be a small one, well, a relatively small one compared to the one I last uploaded. I only have 5 tops and 4 bottoms. And to stretch this video, I thought I would show you the items worn first with basics and then with something a little more unexpected afterwards. So for example, I'm gonna show you the blouses worn first with jeans and white sneakers because I think most people will have those 2 items in their wardrobes. And then for the pants, I'll first wear a white top just so you can focus on the print or the shape of the pants. And then afterwards, I'll show perhaps an alternative way I would wear the pants, maybe with a top that has a contrasting color or print. I hope it will be a little bit helpful, and I hope you get a few ideas when you go to the UKAY-UKAY. The first item I found were these pants, and they were 85 pesos. I prefer buying pants that are 50, but they were so nice. And it's a thick fabric, which is also lined inside, and it has pockets on both sides, and the fabric is a little bit shiny. It has a garterized waist, and I picked this out because I have a lot of neutrals, or more like tan tops that I knew I could wear with this. And worn with the white top already looks nice, so with just the white polo tied around the waist, that looks very casual. And then I changed it up to a tan turtleneck or a tan knitted top. It was more of what I imagined I would wear these pants with, so it's a nice warm color palette going on. And then I paired these with my bright orange sandals. It's super casual, but at the same time, with the addition of the heels, makes it look a little dressier. This is a pair of very high-waisted sort of mom jeans that are cropped. These feel and look just like the 90s, even with the logo at the back. And the fabric is a soft denim. It feels almost like a sofa cover. It's very soft, and it has faded quite a little bit because of its age. And the waist comes up really high, way above my belly button. And I love pants that fit like this. The length is cropped, so it's actually, I think, more like a capri cut. And I wasn't sure if I was gonna get this or not because I don't really know how to wear capri cuts. I mean, I can do crop pants or more like gaucho cuts, but a tapered capri isn't really something I'm familiar with wearing. But I think it looks good with white Converse sneakers. So I wore it first with the white polo, and I think it looks pretty good with the white sandals, just another casual look. And then I switched out the white polo for a younger, cooler mesh top that's very cropped, so it fully shows off your stomach. And then I wore my white chucks, and just so I wouldn't feel too chilly because of all the holes on the top and the fully exposed tummy, I threw on a corduroy-like jacket in a similar shade. So it's a cool red, white color combination, and even the chucks have that red stripe on them. So I thought that was pretty nice. Here's another pair of red pants. Now these are very loose on me, but I like the pattern. It's a more oriental floral print in a dark pink that looks almost red, with just light blue and powder blue and some gray, and the outlines are black. I actually had a similar pair of pants in a more velvety fabric, and I gave those away because even though I liked the color so much, I knew they would look a lot better on someone else. So I gave those and instead found these, which are still big on me, but this time I just added a safety pin. So I overlapped the closure by around 2 inches just so I can wear it. Worn with the white polo, of course looks nice. I don't think there's anything that won't look nice with a white polo like that. I mean, most things will look nice with it. And then the teal slides I'm wearing also give it that laid-back feel. I then picked a top that would kind of complement the blues on the pattern. So what I'm wearing on top is a darker teal knitted shirt that's stretchy, so I was able to tuck it in. And the teal slides I'm wearing also go well with the top. This is a more unusual purchase for me. I don't really get anything that's activewear or sportswear because I'm just not a sporty person, unfortunately. So I don't really wear the athleisure trend. I just don't think it looks nice on me. It looks great on other people, but when it comes to me, I don't even know how to wear sneakers that well. I mean, like rubber shoes, is that what you call them? I don't really know how to wear trainers, so I don't have anything sporty. But this one was kind of different because the fabric feels like something that would be used for a blouse instead. It's semi-sheer and it's in this soft cream color, and the bottoms are gathered with a garter. So it feels sort of like a harem pant in a way, very genie in a bottle. No, not the Christina Aguilera one. More like a Princess Jasmine shape. You know what I'm talking about, right? That was 20 years ago? No, less. Aladdin, basically. I imagined wearing this just with other neutrals, maybe a beige top or something white. And I think that's why the white top worked well. It kind of feels like something you would wear to a resort or maybe for a spa day. And then I just switched out the white top with this metallic rose gold long sleeve top with vents on the wrist. I think it's just super easy and cool to the eyes. I paired that with metallic flats that are also in a rosy gold shade, and this is something I would probably wear to maybe, I don't know where I would wear it actually. It just feels like something you can lounge around in. Lounging around isn't something I do quite often, but I imagine it would be nice to wear something like that if you just wanted to curl up on the sofa and read a good book. Now we're gonna move on to the tops. So I'm gonna show you them first again with just jeans and white sneakers. And you can start with this one, the one I'm wearing right now. It's an oversized polo with kind of a semi-bishop sleeve, just because it has a tiny cuff at the wrist. And then it has collars, which I just tuck in. When I have oversized shirts, I employ a number of ways to wear them differently, or just so that they won't look like tents on me. So yeah, these are just collars that just fold. And then you can open the buttons as much as you want. I'm wearing them here with slightly cropped black trousers that are high-waisted, and I chose these pants so you can see the boots a little bit better. At first glance, you wouldn't think an animal print and a geometric print would work, but I think they're far enough away from each other on my body that you don't really see them clashing. What you get are the colors, so the teal and the bright purple, and that's something I'm trying to study, the color wheel and how it works and how it will help you kind of decide or pick out which colors go together. Straight off the rack, a top like this that's very colorful and bold will always look great on a pair of jeans or plain pants. But the reason I got this is because I know I have a lot of things I can pair it with in terms of colors and even patterns. The color wheel is something I've been trying to get a grasp of. I just usually throw stuff together without really thinking so much about how they relate with each other on the wheel. But I've been using it lately because I just wanted to be a little more experimental when it comes to picking out colors for my outfits. So when I looked at the purple, I saw that it was right across the yellow. So that's what I tried out with this yellow skirt, and I was really surprised because it works so nice. I also pulled out my mustard yellow pumps that also have an animal print, and this was a surprising look, something I would actually wear and try out a little more. I don't think I've really worn anything like this in terms of color blocking, so I'm glad I found that out. And I decided to go a little further and pull out some belts I just have lying around and see if those theories would actually work. So I started with something that's in a similar color family. This is a kind of muted burgundy or wine colored belt, and that actually looks good. I picked out a red belt because it was close to the color purple on the color wheel, and that works too. I already knew that the yellow would work because the skirt looked really great, and it does. I also knew that this teal belt would work because the teal shoes did. It actually has a white buckle, which in theory would go with the white, but I think that's a little too much. So I would just wear a teal belt without the buckle, just like that. And of course, something more similar to the actual shade, and this is a lilac belt, which has a geometric pattern that you don't really see. And that works with that. Without the teal boots, of course. I mean, I would change the footwear if I were to wear any of these other belts. But that's just something really nice I've learned over the course of making this video. The next top is this sheer blouse with a pink and black houndstooth pattern. It has this nice ruffled bib that goes quite low, like really down to the waistline almost. I love the fabric, it's really floaty, and worn over jeans looks awesome. And then again, with the need for me to be a little more experimental, I looked for a houndstooth pattern in my wardrobe, and I found a cream and navy blue skirt that also goes above the knees. I've also never done this before, the houndstooth on houndstooth, and I was really surprised because it actually looks really nice. It looks like something someone would wear in a corporate setting with a proper pair of pumps. This would look great dressed up with a blazer and a nice bag and classy accessories. So it's that kind of blouse that you can wear super casually with jeans, and something more dressy with a more special fabric such as the one that's on the skirt. And even though you think the colors won't really go together, the pink and the navy blue and the cream and the black, when they're worn with care and a little thoughtfulness, I think just makes a great, nicely put together outfit. Here is yet another white ruffled long sleeve top that I may have mentioned already a couple of times in my videos. I just can't stop buying these things. This doesn't have lace, so that was an excuse for me to buy it. I always get the lacy ones. This is pretty plain. It was my brother who actually saw this, and then he said, "You don't want to buy another white top anymore, right?" And then I was like, "No, I don't want to see it." And then he said, "Just look at it, it has like a big ruffled bib collar thing." And then I took it out and it was 50 pesos, so of course I got it. And then I scolded him and told him never to look for another white top again because I'm just gonna end up buying it. But the reason I can't stop buying these things is because you can just wear them with anything, as you can see here, worn with jeans and sneakers. And then if you're feeling a little more adventurous, to me it's kind of normal to dress like the 70s. So I would wear this with maybe bell bottoms or wide leg pants. But then I remembered I had an outfit I made a model wear before that resembled a jumpsuit but was cropped at the knees. So this is a pedal pusher style that was more popular when I was in college. So maybe year 2000-ish. I wore pedal pushers back then and those high platform sandals. It was quite an embarrassing era for me in fashion. But you live, you learn. So I tried that out. I tucked this into that jumpsuit and I took out the collar. The jumpsuit has a zip that goes from the crotch to the waist. So I just zipped it up slightly higher just so that the ruffles would cover the zip. And then I wore mules in a similar shade of navy blue. This is another unusual look for me. I don't think I've tucked anything ruffled into this jumpsuit before, but I actually like it. Okay, I'm just gonna do this really fast because my battery is draining yet again. But this was one of my favorite finds from this haul. I think the print is so me. It's very retro and it's in that color family I really like. The oranges and the browns and the mustards. And then the black isn't something I tend to look for, but in this pattern I think makes a really lovely statement blouse. And there are lots of ways I can wear this. I can wear a ruffled shirt underneath, I can wear it alone, I can wear it open like a blazer. It's actually double-breasted, so you can wear it closed and then you can tuck this whole thing into a pair of black trousers such as this one. Worn with jeans, tones down the boldness of the floral print, I think. It just makes it look more casual. And then I kept on the yellow skirt that I wore with this purple blouse, just to match the yellow hues on it, and that worked out as well. I just changed the shoes to a black just to give it a little more impact and just to balance out the amount of black on the top. And finally, we have this blouse that I also got for 50 pesos. And I'm not going to talk so much about this because this is the blouse I used in my 20+ ways I would wear a printed blouse with thrift items video that I will put a link down below. It's quite a long video, but in that video I show you many ways I would probably wear this top. So casual, a business look, a formal look. I had so much fun putting that video together and really trying out the things I've picked up over the years. I hope you also learned something from that video. And that's it for this thrift haul. I hope you enjoyed as much as I did. I really loved experimenting with the things I found, and I hope it inspires you to sort of experiment with your own wardrobe as well, so you can stretch it and perhaps stop buying new things. But we all know that's a lie. Thanks for watching.